Many people want a different life, but they keep being the same person every day. They keep the same habits, the same mindset, and the same actions, then wonder why nothing changes. The truth is simple. A new life begins when you become a new version of yourself. If you want better results, you need better habits, better thinking, and better choices. Change on the outside starts with change on the inside. You do not need to become someone fake. You need to become the person you are capable of being. Stronger, wiser, more disciplined, and more confident. In this video, you will learn how to leave old patterns behind and become a new person step by step. If you are ready to grow, transform your mindset, and build a better version of yourself, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and begin your journey today. Your new life starts with the decision you make right now. Rule 1. Change the way you think. Your mind creates the direction of your life. The way you think every day influences your emotions, your choices, your habits, and the results you create over time. If your thinking is full of fear, doubt, and negativity, your actions will often follow the same pattern. You may hesitate, avoid opportunities, overthink simple decisions, or give up too early. You may doubt yourself before you even begin. You may expect failure before giving yourself a real chance to succeed. When the mind expects failure, it becomes harder to move forward with confidence and consistency. But when you think with purpose, confidence, and responsibility, your life begins to move in a different direction. You start making stronger decisions. You take action more often. You become more focused on solutions instead of problems. You stop waiting for perfect conditions and begin using what you already have. A strong mindset does not mean life becomes easy or free from problems. It means you become stronger in the way you respond to life. You become more stable during hard moments and more focused when challenges appear. Changing yourself means changing the conversations you have in your own mind. Many people speak to themselves in a way they would never speak to another person. They repeat thoughts like, "I am not good enough, I always fail," or, "I will never change." These thoughts may seem small, but repeated often they become beliefs. And beliefs shape behavior. If you believe you cannot grow, you will act in a limited way. You will avoid risk, stay in your comfort zone, and stop trying too soon. That is why you must become aware of your inner voice. Notice how you speak to yourself during difficult moments. Notice the thoughts that appear when you try something new or when things do not go your way. Notice if your first reaction is self-doubt, fear, or negativity. Awareness is powerful because you cannot change what you do not notice. Once you become aware, you can begin to guide your thinking in a better direction instead of being controlled by old patterns. Stop telling yourself that you cannot grow, cannot improve, or cannot change. Those thoughts keep you trapped in the old version of yourself. Replace them with thoughts that create movement and strength. Remind yourself that progress is possible, that mistakes are part of learning, and that growth takes time. Speak to yourself with honesty, but also with encouragement. Strong thinking creates stronger action, and stronger action creates better results. This does not mean pretending everything is perfect. It does not mean ignoring real problems or forcing fake positivity. It means choosing thoughts that help you move forward instead of thoughts that keep you stuck. You can be honest about challenges while still believing in your ability to improve. Real confidence is built when you face reality and continue anyway. Confidence grows when you keep acting, even when things are not easy. A stronger mindset creates stronger actions. When your thinking improves, your behavior improves. You become more disciplined, more resilient, and more consistent. You stop reacting to every negative thought and start acting with intention. You begin making choices based on your goals instead of your fears. This is when real change starts to happen. The way you speak to yourself matters more than many people realize. Your inner voice is with you every day. It influences your energy, your confidence, and your decisions. If it weakens you, life becomes harder. If it strengthens you, growth becomes possible. Change your thinking, guide your inner voice, and you begin to change your life. Rule 2: let go of the old you. Becoming a new person starts with leaving behind what no longer serves you. Many people want change, but they try to create a new life while keeping the same habits, the same excuses, and the same mindset. They want different results, but they repeat the same behaviors every day. Real change becomes difficult when the old version of you is still leading your choices. If nothing changes inside, very little changes outside. The old version of you is not one single thing. It can be the habits that waste your time, the thoughts that weaken your confidence, the fears that stop your growth, or the patterns that keep repeating in your life. It can be procrastination, negative self-talk, laziness, overthinking, people-pleasing, or always choosing comfort over progress. These patterns may feel normal because they have been repeated many times, but normal does not always mean healthy or helpful. You must be honest with yourself. What habits are hurting your progress? What beliefs are keeping you small? What actions are keeping you stuck in the same place? What excuses do you repeat when it is time to grow? Honest self-awareness is powerful because it shows you what needs to change. You cannot fix what you refuse to see. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Many people stay trapped because they defend their old habits. They say, "This is just who I am," or "I have always been like this." But the truth is that habits can change, thinking can change, and identity can change. You are not required to stay the same person forever. Growth begins when you stop using the past as a reason to remain stuck. Letting go is not about hating your past or judging yourself for old mistakes. Your past has lessons in it. It helped shape your experience and teach you what does not work. But it was never meant to become a prison. You can respect where you came from without living there forever. You can learn from the old version of yourself without staying loyal to habits that no longer help you. Letting go also means accepting discomfort. Change can feel strange at first because the mind likes what is familiar, even when it is unhealthy. New habits may feel difficult. New standards may feel uncomfortable. But discomfort is often a sign that you are growing beyond old limits. What feels unfamiliar today can become natural tomorrow through repetition. The old version of you brought you this far, but it cannot take you where you want to go next. New goals require new thinking. A better future requires better habits. A stronger life requires a stronger identity. If you truly want change, you must be willing to release what no longer belongs in your next chapter. Every time you let go of one negative habit, one limiting belief, or one excuse, you create space for something better. You make room for discipline, confidence, peace, and growth. Becoming a new person does not begin by adding more to your life. Sometimes it begins by removing what has been holding you back all along. Rule 3: build new daily habits. A new person is built through new habits. Change does not happen only because you want it. Change happens because you begin doing new things consistently. Your daily actions shape your identity more than your intentions do. Many people have good intentions. They want to improve, become disciplined, feel confident, and build a better life. But intention without action changes nothing. Wanting a better future is not enough if your daily behavior stays the same. What you repeat every day becomes who you are. If you repeat the same routine every day, you keep becoming the same person. If you change your habits, you begin to change your life. Habits are powerful because they work quietly in the background. A small action may not seem important in one day, but repeated over weeks and months it creates real results. One healthy meal may feel small, but repeated often it improves your body. Reading a few pages may feel small, but repeated daily it grows your mind. Waking up on time may feel simple, but repeated consistently it builds discipline. Saving a little money may feel small, but over time it creates security. Practicing a skill for a few minutes each day may seem minor, but over time it creates mastery. Small habits may look weak in the moment, but over time they become strong. Start small. Many people fail because they try to change everything at once. They create unrealistic routines, expect instant transformation, and become overwhelmed. Then they stop. They think failure means they are weak, when often the real problem is trying to do too much too fast. Real progress is usually simple and steady. Wake up earlier. Move your body. Read something useful. Plan your day. Drink more water. Spend less time on distractions. Keep your promises to yourself. Clean your space. Sleep on time. Practice gratitude. These habits are not complicated, but they are powerful when practiced daily. The key is consistency, not intensity. You do not need to do everything perfectly. You do not need to have the best routine or the perfect schedule. You need actions you can repeat. A habit that is simple and sustainable is more valuable than a perfect plan you quit after 1 week. Progress grows through repetition, not through occasional effort. 1 hour once a month will rarely change your life. 10 minutes every day can. What matters is not doing the most. What matters is continuing long enough to see results. New habits also change the way you see yourself. Every time you complete a positive action, you give yourself proof that you are growing. When you exercise, you become someone who takes care of your body. When you read, you become someone who values learning. When you stay disciplined, you become someone who can be trusted. When you wake up and follow through, you build self-respect. Your identity changes through evidence, and habits create that evidence. You begin to believe in yourself because your actions show that change is real. There will be days when you do not feel motivated. There will be days when progress feels slow. There will be moments when you feel tired or distracted. Keep going anyway. Habits become powerful when they continue beyond emotion. Motivation can start the journey, but consistency is what carries it forward. The days you do not feel like doing it are often the days that build the most strength. Those are the moments when discipline grows the most. Be patient with yourself. Habits take time to build. Some days will feel easy and some will feel difficult. Missing 1 day does not ruin your progress. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to return quickly and continue. Improvement is built by coming back again and again. Small effort repeated with patience creates lasting change. You do not need a perfect routine. You need consistent action. Small habits practiced every day can transform your mindset, your discipline, and your future. The person you become tomorrow is being shaped by what you repeat today. Choose habits that match the life you want, and keep showing up until they become part of who you are. Rule 4: Protect your environment. The people around you, the content you consume, and the environment you live in all influence who you become. Many people focus only on motivation, but they ignore the power of their surroundings. Your environment affects your thoughts, your habits, your mood, and the standards you accept. If you are surrounded by negativity, distraction, and low standards, change becomes harder. Even strong goals can become weak when your daily environment constantly pulls you in the wrong direction. The people around you matter more than many realize. Attitudes are contagious. If you spend time with people who complain, avoid responsibility, waste time, or discourage growth, that energy can slowly influence you. You may begin lowering your own standards without noticing it. But when you spend time with people who are disciplined, positive, and focused on improvement, their mindset can inspire you to grow. The people close to you can either raise your level or pull you backward. The content you consume also shapes your mind. What you watch, read, and listen to every day becomes mental input. If your mind is constantly filled with useless noise, negativity, drama, or endless distraction, it becomes harder to think clearly and stay focused. But when you fill your mind with useful ideas, knowledge, and positive messages, your thinking becomes stronger. Your mental diet is just as important as your physical diet. What you feed your mind affects the person you become. Your physical space matters too. A messy, chaotic, or distracting environment can lower focus and increase stress. It becomes harder to think clearly when everything around you feels disorganized. But a clean and calm space can improve clarity, discipline, and productivity. Small changes like cleaning your room, organizing your desk, or reducing noise can make a bigger difference than many people expect. A new person needs a better environment. Spend time with people who inspire growth. Fill your mind with useful ideas. Reduce what drains your energy and attention. Choose spaces, routines, and influences that support the future you want to build. When your environment supports your goals, progress becomes easier and more natural. You may not control everything around you, and that is normal. You may not choose every person, every situation, or every challenge. But you can control what you allow into your life. You can choose what content you consume, how you organize your space, how much time you give to negativity, and who gets close access to your energy. These choices matter more than they seem. Protect your environment, and it will help protect your future. When your surroundings become healthier, your habits become stronger. When your influences improve, your mindset improves. And when your environment supports growth, becoming a new person becomes much more possible. Rule 5: Become comfortable with discomfort. Growth often feels uncomfortable because it asks you to leave what is familiar. The mind naturally prefers safety, routine, and predictability. It likes what it already knows, even when those habits are not helping you. That is why change can feel difficult at the beginning. You are not only learning something new, you are also leaving behind old patterns that once felt normal. Becoming a new person means doing things the old you avoided, and that process can feel uncomfortable before it feels rewarding. Becoming comfortable with discomfort does not mean enjoying pain or making life harder for no reason. It means learning not to run away from the challenges that help you grow. It means being willing to feel temporary discomfort in order to create long-term improvement. This can be waking up earlier when you want to stay in bed, exercising when you feel lazy, studying when you would rather be distracted, or having a difficult conversation you have been avoiding. These moments may feel uncomfortable, but they often lead to progress. Many people want change, but they want it without discomfort. They want confidence without facing fear. They want success without discipline. They want a better life without changing their habits. They want growth while staying inside the same comfort zone. That is why they stay the same. Real change asks something from you. It asks for effort, patience, courage, and consistency. You cannot become stronger while avoiding everything that feels hard. Discomfort is often a sign that you are expanding. When you try something new, your confidence may feel low because you are a beginner. When you take responsibility, it may feel heavy because excuses are easier. When you choose discipline, it may feel difficult because comfort is tempting. But these moments are valuable. They are teaching you how to grow beyond your current limits. What feels hard today can become normal through repetition. Each time you do something difficult, you build confidence and strength. You prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. You begin to trust yourself because you stop running from challenges. Confidence built this way is real because it comes from experience, not empty words. Strength grows every time you choose progress over comfort. This habit can start small. You do not need to change your whole life in one day. Choose one uncomfortable action each day. Finish the task you keep delaying. Speak honestly when you usually stay silent. Wake up when the alarm rings. Go for the workout you wanted to skip. Take the first step on something you fear. Small acts of courage repeated daily create a stronger identity over time. The more often you face discomfort, the less power it has over you. You become calmer in hard situations, more disciplined in daily life, and more confident when new challenges appear. You stop seeing discomfort as a threat and start seeing it as part of growth. Discomfort is often the doorway to transformation. On the other side of the hard choices, the difficult moments, and the actions most people avoid, there is a stronger version of you waiting to be built. Rule 6: Stay consistent with the new you. Becoming a new person is not one decision. It is a daily commitment. Many people think change happens in one powerful moment. They believe one decision, one burst of motivation, or one perfect plan will transform their life forever. But real change usually happens in a quieter and slower way. It happens through the small choices you repeat every day. It happens when you choose discipline over excuses, action over delay, and growth over comfort. You do not become a new person in one day. You become a new person by choosing better actions again and again over time. A single workout will not completely change your body, but many workouts over time will. Reading one book will not change your whole life, but learning regularly can change the way you think. Waking up early one time will not make you disciplined, but doing it consistently builds discipline. Saving money once will not create freedom, but repeating that habit can change your future. Speaking positively to yourself once will not erase years of doubt, but doing it daily can rebuild confidence. Big results are often created by small actions repeated long enough. This is why consistency matters so much. Some days will feel easy, and some days will feel hard. Some mornings you will feel motivated, focused, and ready to improve. Other days you may feel tired, distracted, stressed, or discouraged. This is normal. No one feels strong every single day. Even disciplined people have difficult days. The difference is that they do not stop when emotions change. The mistake many people make is believing they should only continue when they feel motivated. But motivation comes and goes. If you depend only on emotion, your progress will always be unstable. Keep going anyway. Show up even on the difficult days. Do the habit even when you do not feel excited. Take the small step even when your energy feels low. Read one page. Do 10 minutes of work. Go for a short walk. Complete one important task. These moments are powerful because they build real discipline. Anyone can act when they feel good. Growth happens when you continue even when it feels inconvenient, boring, or uncomfortable. Consistency matters more than mood because moods change quickly. Some days you feel confident, and some days you feel doubtful. Some days you feel energetic, and some days you feel slow. Some days life feels easy, and some days life feels heavy. If your actions depend on your feelings, your direction will keep changing. But when your actions depend on commitment, you keep moving forward no matter how you feel. This creates stability, and stability creates results. The more you repeat the habits of your new self, the more natural they become. At first, better habits may feel difficult because they are unfamiliar. Waking up earlier may feel hard. Exercising may feel uncomfortable. Saying no to distractions may require effort. Staying calm under pressure may feel unnatural. But with repetition, what once felt difficult begins to feel normal. The mind and body adapt to what you practice often. What felt forced at first can later feel automatic. This is how identity changes. At first, you are trying to become disciplined. Later, discipline becomes part of who you are. At first, you are trying to think positively. Later, stronger thinking becomes natural. At first, you are trying to stay consistent. Later, consistency becomes your standard. At first, you are trying to be confident. Later, confidence becomes the way you carry yourself. Repetition turns effort into identity. There may be setbacks. You may miss a day, lose focus, or fall into old habits sometimes. That does not mean you failed. It means you are human. Progress is rarely perfect or straight. The key is to return quickly. Do not let one bad day become a bad week or a bad month. Do not turn one mistake into a reason to quit. Come back to your habits and continue. Progress is not about perfection. It is about returning, learning, and staying committed. What feels difficult today can become normal tomorrow. What feels unnatural now can become your lifestyle later. Keep repeating the actions that match the person you want to become. Stay patient when results feel slow. Stay committed when motivation is low. Trust the process even when progress is quiet. In time, the new you will no longer feel new. It will simply feel like who you are. Rule 7. Protect your energy. Becoming a new person also means protecting your energy. Many people want to grow, but they give their time, attention, and emotions to things that drain them every day. They spend hours on useless distractions, stay connected to negative environments, react to every small problem, and carry stress that does not help them. They say yes to too many things, worry about problems they cannot control, and give mental space to people who bring chaos into their life. Over time, this slowly weakens motivation, focus, and inner peace. A person can have big goals, but if their energy is always drained, progress becomes difficult. Energy is one of your most valuable resources because everything you want to build requires it. Growth needs attention. Discipline needs effort. Learning needs focus. Healing needs emotional strength. Building a better future takes energy every day. If your energy is always being wasted on things that pull you down, you will have less strength for the things that can move your life forward. This is why many people feel stuck. It is not always because they lack potential, talent, or opportunity. Sometimes they are simply exhausted by what they keep allowing into their life. Many things can drain your energy without you noticing. Constant negativity is one of them. Being around people who always complain, criticize, blame others, or spread drama can slowly affect your own mindset. Their habits can become your habits if you stay around them too long. Endless distractions are another one. Too much scrolling, too much noise, and too much mental clutter can leave your mind tired and unfocused. Overthinking also drains energy. Thinking about the same problem again and again without action creates stress and steals peace. Even holding on to anger, resentment, or old pain can quietly drain your emotional strength. Protecting your energy means becoming more careful with what you allow into your mind and your life. It means choosing your environment wisely. It means noticing what leaves you feeling inspired and what leaves you feeling heavy. It means saying no to things that do not align with your growth. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every argument deserves a response. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every person deserves unlimited access to your time and emotions. Boundaries are not selfish. They are necessary for growth. It also means protecting your mental space. Be intentional about what you watch, read, and listen to. Fill your mind with ideas that help you grow instead of content that only wastes time. Choose habits that restore you, such as exercise, rest, reflection, learning, prayer, journaling, or quiet time. Spend time in ways that give you clarity instead of confusion. Energy is not only lost through bad things. It is also renewed through good habits. When your energy is protected, your mind becomes clearer. You think better, feel calmer, and respond with more control. You become less reactive and more intentional. Instead of feeling pulled in every direction, you feel centered and stronger inside. You have more focus for your goals, more patience in difficult moments, and more peace in daily life. This gives you the power to continue changing without being constantly pulled backward. You do not need to control everything around you. But you do need to protect what enters your life and what stays there. The better you protect your energy, the more power you have to become the person you want to be. Guard your peace, protect your focus, and use your energy on the life you truly want to build. Becoming a new person does not happen overnight. It is not one big moment of change. It is built through small daily decisions repeated over time. It is built when you let go of habits that hold you back, create better routines, change the way you think, protect your environment, face discomfort, stay consistent, and protect your energy. Each small choice may seem simple, but together they create real transformation. The future version of you is being created by the choices you make now. Choose growth over comfort. Choose discipline over excuses. Choose action over fear. Choose the life that is waiting for you on the other side of change. And if this video helped you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay connected for more content about mindset, discipline, and self-improvement.